My name is Garry, the numbers guy, and I'm working a double because I'm the slave here today. But before we get started, remember, we are in Brickell. This is the heart of Miami because this is going to be the biggest city in America financially pretty soon. Bye-bye, New York. Before we get started, these are my tag team partners.
What's going on, y'all? Your boy Fresh is back.
But Dom here as always.
And it's funny because the current climate of streaming itself and creators has changed. Politics is way more mainstream, and I think we've seen people shift their views totally based on who's in power. Would you agree?
I mean, we're seeing it in front of our own eyes right now.
Yeah.
We're seeing someone who was very, very one position, and now all of a sudden that Charlie Kirk's not there, they're a moderate? Where'd this come from? So basically what we're seeing Nick Fuentes do is pivot like a political whore. They pretty much go which way to win this. So let me explain what happened because a lot of guys don't understand. So I'm going to connect the dots for you. Number one, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. We're not going to go into who killed him. By the way, I don't think it was Israel. I think it was the CCP. So I'll agree with Nick on that one. I understand how I'm asked that now too. But here's what happened. There's a vacuum in power. Charlie's gone. He is the most important person in that type of environment.
Yeah.
Young conservative, correct? Most important one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what you have now is his base is leaderless.
Wide open.
But it's an extremely wide open base and very conservative base. So Nick is looking at this like this. Okay, I have an army of incels, army of brokies, army of anon accounts, and they've been useful. They're very good at attacking people, but they have no political power. They have no money. So he decided it was time to pivot. He took a risk. He took a chance. And the chance was this. I'm going to pivot some of my positions and see if I can get that Charlie Kirk crowd. And if I can do that, then it's worth cutting off this incel. Because if you know history, you can't control a mob like the groypers. It's like mob rule mentality. So if the leader ever pivots any way, and leaders have to pivot. It's just a form of nature. Every leader has to pivot. When leaders pivot, they'll turn on them. There was a guy by the name of Robespierre. Robespierre was the leader of the French Revolution. He started something called the Reign of Terror. They used to take people out to guillotines every day and just off with the head. For about 6 months to 9 months, this man was having the guillotines flow so often, there is literal blood in the streets. That's what happened back then.
Damn.
Robespierre made one crucial mistake. He had all the power in the world, but he made one crucial mistake. He went in their parliament at the time and said, there are traitors. This is nothing new. He does this all the time. He says who the traitors are, and the traitors get rounded up and they go to, off with the head. So what happened was this time he made the mistake of saying, I have a list of names, but I'm not going to reveal them now. Now, all of a sudden, it's a different environment because instead of people being called out, soldiers coming in, taking them off with the head, all of a sudden, all the people in there who have some power are worried they're on the list. So what happens is they're like, yo, man, fuck this guy. They all banded together and they fucking got rid of Robespierre. Robespierre fucking ran to his headquarters. He knew it was over. He took a pistol and he tried to commit suicide. Unfortunately, just shot off his jaw. And then the next day they executed him. So that is a true historic story of how the mob turns on people. So Nick Fuentes, from a strategic standpoint, made the right move. He got rid of that brown shirt audience, to give you a Hitler analogy, a bunch of thugs running around who are terrorizing people. And now he has a real, or at least he's going for that Charlie Kirk audience. And now that he's even moderated a little bit, PVD, all these other podcasts, it's not a problem anymore. It was a political move. And now the groypers know what their moms feel like. Basically used up whores. Because he used you, and now you're leaderless, and you're still broke and you're an incel, congratulations. And guess what? The Jews didn't do that one. You did that to yourself.
So I think it's not a bad move. I think it's pretty smart what he's doing. I just wonder the powers that be, why give him platform now? Like it's too perfect. It's like all of a sudden you want to give him platform now, when we put him on, it was like taboo. But he can come on the platform, say what he wants. Oh, your platform is major? Why is that? Isn't that kind of weird? You think, Dom, at least? Kind of weird?
I would say it's pretty weird, yeah.
Like why all of a sudden?
I'll tell you why. Because the old world order under so-called Zionist rule is falling. And you have a new world order that's coming in right now.
AI.
And there you go.
Yeah.
The new world order is AI. And what have we been talking about on this show? What have our listeners heard from us week after week? AI is taking your jobs. So while you're all concerned about the Zionists, and by the way, I've been tooting that Zionist horn a lot longer than the rest of you. You know, this is just reality. Now that you guys are all focused on this, oh, let's get rid of this little demon. All of a sudden, they're not being protected on Instagram. They're not being protected on YouTube. They're not being protected. Who pulled the protection? You know, like Trump just pulled the protection from Kamala Harris. Who pulled the protection from the Zionists? So obviously, when everyone in the past, including myself, said Zionists were in control, that actually wasn't true. The Zionists had a lot of power, but there was someone above them, someone who cut them off.
Yeah.
Someone who cut them off. The real question is, who cut them off?
See, I always say it's the royal families because they have the real power. You don't know who they are. They spread out through Europe, and they control a lot behind the scenes.
It would be the 12 black nobility families of Rome.
Yeah.
Would be the most powerful families, but I don't think they cut off the Jews. I just think they changed strategy.
No. There's two different types of Jews who are in power. You have the Zionists, which is like Benjamin Netanyahu and those guys. And then you have the Marxist Jews. And the Marxist Jews always pushed leftist ideology. And then you have the Zionist Jews that basically do everything they can to keep Israel in power. So you have two different types of factions within the Zionists. And most people don't know this. I understand, they want to think Zionism is the only type out there. But there's a whole bunch of left-wing, Jews out there who are very, very pro-communist, pro every liberal cause. And, George Soros is a prime example.
They have differences, but their religion is what aligns them. If they study the Talmud, they are a part of what you could consider a cult.
They study the Talmud like our Muslim friends study the Hadith.
Yeah, but if they do study the Talmud, it wouldn't make much difference if they're Zionists or not. They would have the same core beliefs that everyone is.
So what you're basically saying is they're separate gangsters, but when it comes down to
their religion,
lying to fend off their enemy, they'll do that.
Yeah, they have the same causes. I mean, it's the same thing like the Solomon protocol that they have. No, it's the Samson protocol that if Israel was ever pushed their back to a corner, they have a protocol where they will launch nukes on all neighboring countries in the world just to keep themselves alive.
I highly doubt that would ever take place. I think
the
U.S. would take their nuclear weapons before that.
It wouldn't, but the fact that a protocol actually exists, it tells you a lot about the people.
Right.
I mean, listen, I am against Benjamin Netanyahu. I think he's a war criminal. I do not like the current regime in Israel, and neither do a lot of the Jewish people there. But I just want to say this in defense, because people got to be fair and balanced. There's over 50 Muslim nations in the world. There's over 20 Christian nations in the world. Those Jews got one. I mean, goddamn, man. Mm-hmm. They got one. I want you to think about that. Over 50 Muslim nations. Over 20 Christian nations. Jews got one. And look at all this fucking shit, man. It's like...
It is impressive. I'll say that. But I just wonder, what is the next play? Because, all right, if they're not in power anymore...
One world government.
And bring about AI. What's the catalyst to make them say, or everyone say, you know what? Please save us. We need help. Because that's what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. They're going to say, oh, without us, you can't survive either money-wise, job-wise. So come to us for help. we'll save you, the government, pretty much.
Yeah, but that will be under the disguise of the government.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it always works, man. And we know how this is going to work. This is not rocket science. First, it's going to be a universal basic income.
Yeah.
Because when 40% society loses their jobs to AI, you're going to have to do something, or there's going to be civil unrest. So the government will start giving basic income. What is that going to do? That's going to put an end to a lot of capitalism in this country. We're going to start going to price controls. We're going to start going to hyperinflation. That is the end result of this type of information. What you need to understand, communism is evil. I don't give a fuck what Jackson Hinkle tells you. And by the way, Nick Fuentes is American. He can say whatever the fuck he wants. Jackson Hinkle is a traitor. Jackson Hinkle should be picked up by the FBI because he is actively working against not the American government, but the American people. That is a traitor. Traitors do not need to have platforms. Then you have this other guy, Haas, the leader of the Communist Party. Are you out of your mind, sir? Are you out of your mind? Communist? You know, when you argue with communists, there's only one thing you need to bring up. There used to be something called West Germany and East Germany. East Berlin, West Berlin. One was capitalist, one was communist. What you noticed was there were so many people from the communist nation that were running to the capitalist nation that the communists had to build a wall to stop people from leaving. And then when people would climb the wall, they decided to put barbed wire with soldiers there. And people would risk their lives to escape a communist system to go to a capitalist system. So when put to the test, side by side, people throughout history have chosen capitalism. Why do you think that is?
It's more freedom. I mean, it's the embodiment of freedom. You have the ability to spend what you're worth, earn what you're worth. If you think you're worth something in a capitalist country, you can become that. In communists, you have to be told what you are. You're not really given a choice.
But do communists fear God? I feel like communists don't really believe in God.
Some do, some don't. There's different types of Marxists. They're all trash.
But either way, I just think society itself is cooked, and we're gonna need a savior to save us, and they're gonna bring about their own agenda
I'm here
to do that. Bruh, yo, please.
I'm here, bro.
In other news, I think that this landscape of creation, creators itself, along with what's happening in the economy, and of course what's coming next, is gonna be the biggest upset in history. Or one of them at least. So, but again, if there's no dollars, if the American dollar weakens, there's only like digital money. They can control you. Shut your money off. Add money to it. So it's kind of like their play at that point.
You know, BlackRock sold $900 million worth of crypto today.
Yeah, I saw that, bro.
Yeah, they know.
They know something, don't they, Dom?
Yeah, they know it's coming.
We did an actual vlog months ago in Vegas for a crypto conference, and you mentioned something where you said crypto is gonna fall in this year or early next year.
So what I basically told people, and I've said this since like 2022 because I already know what it is. I basically said this: everything is based off numerology and astrology. That is what I've been teaching you people out there. And Bitcoin was founded January 3rd, 2009. That is a rat year. By the way, did you ever hear there's a guy named Mr. Ponzi? They named it the Ponzi scheme after him.
Yeah.
He was born on January 3rd, too. Just interesting fact. So it's a rat, and Bitcoin is going to be in its enemy year in 2026, the year of the horse. Don't believe me? Go look at the charts in 214. It's going to crash. A lot of people are going to get fucking messed up.
Yeah, cooked.
It's going to be sad.
But you know the scary part about this, though? Housing market is down, right? Prices are too high, rates are high. Stocks are up, for sure. Crypto's up as well. But the only issue is that most people can't afford to buy these assets anymore. And what it means is if you got money and you can afford these assets, you're good. If you're not, then building wealth is going to be almost impossible through conventional means. So that means your only hope is crypto.
Yeah.
Because that spike and that boom you can get from, putting some money into some coins or hopefully Bitcoin or Ethereum can boost you up to exponential levels. But the average person, bro, putting into real estate, impossible. Because, bro, the issue that people have nowadays, especially, they'll buy a property, right? And then they become house poor.
Yeah.
And then like, wait, hold on. I got to pay taxes.
They don't know about that property tax.
And as a landlord, guess what you have to do? When shit goes wrong, who's
Still
going to fix
gotta
it?
pay the shit.
You got to fix it. So now you got the issue of property tax, rising mortgage costs if you have a arm loan, and as well, you can't even afford your payments because things are so high. Yeah. And things will go wrong on your property. So I just think people's actual capacity to get into wealth itself nowadays is hard to. So,
they used to be able to just put in money into the bank and just live off the interest.
Yeah.
Because inflation was so low.
Yeah.
And people, if they had like 100,000, they can put that in the bank and fucking have 7,000. And back like 30, 40 years ago, you could live off that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could literally live off that shit. But see, you can't do that anymore because inflation is so high.
It was open.
The savings, the saving interest is so low unless you have certain connections. And what you need to understand is now they put it in a position where you have to move your money to actually make money. Obviously, if you're financially literate, you know which way to fucking put it, things are going to work out for you. But most people aren't, and they fucking get killed on that shit. They absolutely get killed on that shit. So what you people have to understand is real estate is something that got a lot of Americans rich, but that shit peaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
It was open season.
It did, man.
Back in the day when rates were low, but now it's like, bro, if you buy a house, you're dumb. Like, unless you get a really good deal, like steal of a deal, but you're cooked.
It's better to rent, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.
It is.
At that point,
Yeah.
you can't have a house in America, bro.
Like some of the ugliest words you can hear is hoa.
Oh yeah,
HOA.
I don't want to hear that.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. Yo,
even you ain't fucking with her. That's
I
right.
don't know what a hoa is, bro.
Hoa.
Like when I go house shopping, my wife is always looking, and whenever it gets to the hoa, she gets a sour looking face. Because in some of these buildings in Sunny House, $5,000 a month hoa.
That's fucking
$5,000 a month hoa. I kid you
God
not.
damn, dude.
Guys, by the way, HOA. Let's talk about HOA fees.
We're not talking about your mothers.
Oh my God. Those are fees that are tied to the property.
Zerka?
Either it's a community of houses or of condos, and you have to pay a tax to maintain the property. And that can go up and down depending on the market share. I see you, brother. So yeah, fellas, buying property may sound like a good idea nowadays, but unless you have expert advice and you get a really good deal and you can actually afford issues with your property and property tax, don't do it. All right. Besides that, we got some clips here to go through.
All right.
And once again, guys, chats 90 and above for greetings and of course questions for me or Dom as well.
All right. Developing. This white woman broke down in tears after being shackled during African American museum visit. So she got emotional.
Open. Yeah.
So the
Explain
woman.
it, Dom.
So this woman had put on some shackles. She went to an African American museum, and the black dude, that's the instructor or whatever, he put the shackles on people so they can see what it feels like to be a slave. And she got emotional by experiencing what it felt like to be a shackled slave.
Oh, God.
It's cringe.
Welcome to America.
Oh, my God.
Tell me what you're thinking.
Just so much.
Kleenexes, please.
I've always been interested in history and the history of black people. I took Afrocentric classes at U of L. My grandma lived at 2821 West Kentucky Street. I've read so many books, and now I belong to a church that's primarily African American, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Beautiful.
This is cringe as hell.
It is. It is, though. It's cringe, man. And I'm black and it's cringe. And another thing is, those shackles are too damn big for her to even have any idea how it even felt. So, I mean, it's just like,
What the fuck is
it's
that
social
woman?
justice warriors type shit, bro. It's
What the fuck is that
look at
woman
this.
gonna do as a slave, man? Fuck out of here.
Welcome to
She's
America.
Useless as fuck, man. She'll lose the slave mastery money.
It's
Fuck out of here.
Bro, she wouldn't last one day
no, she wouldn't.
in the field, bro.
No, she'll be in the back on her knees doing something real quick, bro.
When you do stuff like this, it just takes away any type of sympathy for the the whole scenario. You got this white woman that's getting emotional about the shackles being put on her, and it's these the same people that go out and call other white people racist for stating obvious facts about certain shit. And it's like, bro, you're not doing much better for blacks as well. You act like that just putting these shackles on, you can experience what they experience.
If you're this
as racist.
sorry about black people's, I guess, issues and pain, pay them some money then, nigga. Give them
Give out your cash app, bro.
give them reparations, because at this point, bro, like, this is sad. I mean, what are you doing? Shackles that are too big for you?
I mean,
It's not even. It's
in
not
all
relatable.
honesty, I believe black people already have reparations for living in the United States of America.
Yeah. Well, they got EBT. They got,
No, I'm
Section 8.
telling you, where do black people live better than the United States of America? There is no other place they live better, man. There's literally almost 2 billion black Americans who are millionaires. There's only 100,000 outside of America. Blacks living in this country is reparations because black America is richer than all the rest of the blacks in the world combined.
And the craziest thing, they are the richest former slaves in the history
By
of
far.
mankind. There's
By
no
far.
former slaves that had this amount of status in 100, 200 so years.
And they still talk about reparations. They have all these advantages, and they still talk about reparations. It's basically like that spoiled fucking kid who has more than everyone else saying, I need fucking more. You have all the opportunity in the world in this fucking country. It doesn't matter if you're an immigrant. It doesn't matter if you're a minority. Hell, even some women fucking make it. It's like unbelievable.
The thing is, some that demand reparations, I do understand it with some. I don't agree with it because the reasons you say, but I understand it simply because they're saying if we weren't nerfed, imagine how much richer we would be, how much more power we would have in this nation. I mean, we were the only people that were nerfed. Mexicans weren't, whites weren't. Whites are just now getting nerfed, but I mean, we were actually targeted throughout history, and I just can't imagine.
But who was doing the targeting? It was the Nigerians going around in fucking Africa,
Well,
enslaving everyone
we also
and just saving.
we went to multiple wars and were denied the GI Bill, which that itself forced us into housing projects. When other people were able to get the picket fence, having the ability to get the GI Bill when most men were sent to war, that put us at a significant financial disadvantage. Imagine how much farther we would have been if people weren't envious of us when we had more participation in the workforce, we had higher marriage rates, and we had a higher birth rate in the 1950s. Then the 1960s came, so everything shifted.
100%.
So we would have been much, much better if we were never touched, if our cities weren't bombed, if the dams weren't opened up in our cities. We've gotten this far with having so much less. Those that's demanding reparations are saying if the playing field was equal, no one would be competing with us today.
And if we start going back on everyone who would want their reparations, from the blacks to the Indians to the Mexicans, there won't be a country left. Okay,
Yeah,
that's how. So here's the thing, man. People get enslaved. People been enslaved all throughout time. They're like, do people know where America's first war was? Does anyone know?
No.
America's first war was with the Ottoman Empire. Because the Ottoman Empire for 65 years was capturing American sailors and fucking enslaving them. So this is like, we're talking about late 1700s and shit like that, 1800s. You literally had Ottomans enslaving American boats because the French and British are too powerful for the fuck with them. So let's pick on America. And then the American ambassador fucking went to Britain to talk to the Ottoman ambassador. He's like, listen, we're Americans. We've never raised a hand against Islam in our lives. Why are you attacking us?
Because of the book.
And he picked up his hand and he fucking showed the Quran and says, this gives us the right to do it because you're an infidel and you don't accept the Prophet Muhammad. That's exactly what happened. So again, throughout history, people have been enslaved. You know what the beautiful thing about what he just said was? In spite of everything, these two motherfuckers are sitting at the same table as me, and they fucking are getting that fucking bag.
Well, it goes to being an immigrant, just being an American, just being born here. If you're an immigrant, you see the value and opportunity that's here. And if you guys won't take it as Americans, we're going to take it because, I mean, we came here to be successful and do better. So I think that as a basis, we can see opportunity versus you guys are kind of like blind to it. It's like, oh, I grew up here. I'm used to this. Oh, but woe's me. I'm never going to make it. Versus, okay, the grass is green over here. I can make it if I do certain things. If I have sacrifice and I work on certain things, I can make it in life. But the mentality is, hey, I'm already down bad. I'm black, so why even try?
And you can see that's true in America because black people that'll like live in Atlanta, live in Miami or LA, these niggas will move out to smaller cities because they be like, it was just nothing there for me. Nigga, you were born in Miami. I'm sure you've seen people that's like born here that just live a pretty, average life and never even tried to get rich. And it's like, dude, you're born around all this motivation. Like, I hadn't seen a Lambo until I was like 22.
Yeah.
And you got people that's here that's
Where were you born and raised?
like North Augusta. Like, it's like 50 minutes from Atlanta. It was like a small town. That's where the Masters is held. So it's not much that's going on down there.
Okay.
And I hadn't seen none of this stuff. I hadn't even seen like a G-Wagon until I was 19. So it's just so crazy to me. I'll come to Miami and some people that won't get around creators or won't get these cool jobs or just like work at Balo or something like that or just at a grocery store. It's like how can you just bag groceries when you're around all this motivation?
Yeah.
But those people, they'll move to small cities and become great. It's about taking advantage of where you're at.
Yeah.
And, like you say, foreigners, they can see the value in this nation. There's people that's from other cities that can see the value in Miami that locals that can't. It's something about being accustomed to somewhere, you lose the value in it.
It's comfort, man.
Yeah,
People
definitely.
in Miami are about that bag. They might be fake. There might be a whole bunch of silicone and implants going on here and some legs that never stay closed. But the whole point is this, man. This city is about money. And we have different class of immigrants and we have different classes of minorities here. Quite frankly, the minorities in America are, a lot of different races. But the minorities here in Miami, they tend to be Latino.
Yep.
They tend to be Cuban. And one thing you understand about Cubans is they know something that a lot of you liberal pieces of fucking crap liberals don't seem to understand. Communism is bad because they came from fucking Cuba. Mm-hmm. And in Fidel Castro Cuba, you better fucking be like going like this, like a fucking peasant for $2 a day.
Yeah.
These people are very fucking poor. And the government makes sure you stay poor. So the Cubans who've left, very capitalistic, very hardworking. Quite frankly, we have a better class of immigrant here in Miami than the rest of the country.
I'd say so. Hell yeah.
That's
yeah,
true.
no doubt. Yeah.
And way better. Way better.
Yeah, they are.
It really is. This is really the best part of the country. If you just take everything together, the opportunity to make money,
the weather,
the women in
culture.
A lot of cases, culture. That's what I'm sure what you're worried about, right? He's worried about culture. Come on, stop the bullshit, man. There's a lot of different type of women here. There's a lot of, if you go like to the Midwest, like Cleveland or Cincinnati, you notice the women are kind of ugly.
Yeah.
Again, I'm no Casanova. I'm just telling you what it is, man. The women are kind of ugly because when you have pretty women around, whether you're fucking banging them or not, you're at least nice to look at.
Motivation.
It's whatever. It's different things to different people, but it's nice to look at. Here in Miami, you're used to beautiful women all around you. You'd be looking like, damn, okay, damn. But in other cities, a 7 is their 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
You came from a shithole like that.
Yeah,
I know you did.
Yeah.
And
Jersey City.
bro,
You'll never forget that.
There's Atlantic City.
You'll never forget that trip.
I cannot wait to leave, brother. I saw booger wolves, sugar boogers, and goblins, nigga. Bro, I was like, get me back to Miami ASAP. I was like, what are those?
Scarred, bro, man.
Hey, the baddest bitch there recognizes though.
Yeah, she's like, Garry,
she was like
fresh.
6.5. She was like 6.5. She
Yeah.
was like the baddest bitch there.
Bro, I promise you, bro, I cannot live in Jersey City. But props to the casinos there, I guess. But I cannot live
Shout out to Atlantic City, the only place our president ever failed. Flat out. This is the only place he ever failed. Everything else he's done, he succeeded in.
What he did there? He built
casinos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's where he lost it.
All right, what's the next one? It's fair buck. Here we go.
All right. President Trump has signed an executive order paving the way for the U.S. ownership of TikTok, which is now 80% owned of the American investors, with Oracle among the new Oracle owners. So,
yeah, TikTok has been bought by America, but not just America themselves. By
I don't know about that.
you know, them boys.
It's definitely them boys, but let me be honest with you. I'd rather have the Zionists control TikTok than the CCP. I don't give a damn how that sounds. You can call me a Mossad agent all you want. The difference between the Zionists and the CCP is the Zionists are small in numbers. They act like a parasite. They're not a standing army. They act in covert ways. But at the same time, under Zionist control, everyone on this table is a millionaire. 6 to 7% of Americans are millionaires under that system. Now, let's go to the CCP. That is a real fucking enemy because there is no free speech under the CCP.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing under CCP.
Yeah.
And by the way, who funded the Black Lives Matter movement from a social media standpoint? CCP. They like division in America. Who is funding the trans movement in America? It's not just Zionists. As a matter of fact, the number 1, number 2 guy who are doing it are part of the CCP. These are billionaires. You think they're funding that shit over there? In China? Hell no. They put the cancer here in America. So the CCP is the real enemy. They have a standing army. They have... They are trying to destroy our money system where the other guys are just counting our money system. They're trying to steal some of the money. These guys are trying to collapse the system. So the difference is you have a thief who's trying to take some money, but are you willing to let someone blow up the fucking system because someone steals a certain percentage of your money?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. But also keep in mind, in China, their TikTok is different from our TikTok.
Of course.
Why is that? Because ours is trash, bro. It is pure degenerate shit.
Yeah.
And there's no real value to it other than a few tips here and there. But, bro, that shit's trash. All you got is females complaining about their life. You got niggas that are giving up on life and saying, oh, woe's me. And the culture is basically saying, yo, just enjoy life and fuck saving, fuck investing.
It's that baby mama culture I always talk about. That's very, very prevalent on
Bro.
TikTok. It's a trash app. That's how fucking Tate used to get famous.
It's a cancer, bro.
It's manipulation. Yeah, they're controlling the youth. They're using this stuff. We actually are at war on social media. I don't think a lot of people are aware because
We are. Tell them.
Yeah.
every single war it's called a generation. First generational wars was like sticks and stones. Second was with horses, whatnot. I think the third was when we finally had ships. And the fourth is with drones and airplanes. The fifth generation war, I think, was announced like in 2019. And that's digital warfare, information, psyops, psychological operations. So a lot of people, they'll say that World War III is going to be with nukes. But I think that's just the illusion that they want people to believe that. That way they aren't aware that we entered World War III probably in 2020. And I mean that because if the fifth generation of war, by definition, is through psychological operations, digital warfare, and intelligence, that would mean it would be the social media. So if you hear things like China's 1 cent army, you hear things about Russia buying certain like liberal and conservative firms to have, these influencers speak on their behalf, it would let you know that these countries are now using influencers, using bots, using the internet posts to manipulate the masses. That itself is war because fifth generation warfare is digital.
Can we agree,
And there's a lot of traders, too.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of creators getting paid right now.
Yeah, from different countries, from foreign.
Foreign agencies.
Jackson
So-
Hinkle, number 1 when it comes to the communists. Jackson Hinkle is getting paid. Candace Owens is getting paid. Fucking Tucker's getting paid. Nick Fuentes is working for somebody. We're talking about the biggest influencers in the game, and they all have handlers.
So if
let me just finish. This is the news. This is the network news of fucking 20, 30 years ago. That was all controlled, and now they're trying to control this that came out of nowhere. They didn't see this coming, and now they're trying to clean up and fucking put strings in influencers. Go ahead.
I'm saying if they're getting paid by multiple different countries, it would, by definition, be it's a world war online. That multiple different countries are fighting for the dominance of the United States.
Qatar.
Yeah. At this point, bro, the internet game is a big joke, bro.
It's changed a lot.
Strings being pulled, people being paid off. It's not the same at all.
All right. Jimmy Kimmel gets emotional and nearly cries while speaking about Charlie Kirk's death and apologizes for his past comments.
Get on your knees,
Really?
liberal. Get on your knees, liberal. Apologize.
Yeah.
A lot about what I need to say and do tonight. And the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind.
Wow.
But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man.
He said he never wanted to make light of the murder of a young man.
I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love and remain close to, even though we don't agree on politics at all. I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't. Ever. And also, selfishly, I am a person who gets a lot of threats. I get many ugly and scary threats against my life, my wife, my kids, my co-workers, because of what I choose to say.
Why the hell would you then say that joke about Charlie Kirk if you're getting that? Bro, see, this is bullshit, right, bro? Bruh. You have threats every single day, like we do, you know, as creators, and you still stand there and say,
my goddamn thing right now. Go
this
through 'em.
is a joke. I'm gonna make fun of this, bro. These tears are fucking fake, bro.
Yeah, they're fake.
It's like a bitch on TikTok saying, "Oh, the woe is me," bro. This is cap, bro. Anyhow, here's a show still. It's back running. Here's a full cast back there as well, a full panel of people. So he's back, but this is some deep try to like make people feel sorry for him, bro. You made a bad joke about Charlie's death, and now you want to say sorry for it, nigga?
And then include himself in it is selfish. Like, bro, the dude actually lost his life. You talking about what people talking about they gonna do to you. Like, bro, that's just to include yourself. It's toxic, bro. It reminds you of the whole, it's just like.
So wait, he got his show back?
Yes, man.
He's back.
It's
What?
back, yeah.
I'm back on the air.
Oh my, oh.
He's back. He's back.
Shit's stupid. Yo.
Really?
This is a returned episode. This is literally like his returning episode, yeah.
Oh, so there was a whole joke in the first place.
Yeah.
They never got rid of him. They just did it to get him some press.
Yeah, he got that.
Oh, man, fuck you, dude. now you're using fucking someone's death to exploit it for fucking money. You are a fucking piece of shit. You're definitely going to hell, bro.
Wow.
They did that.
All right.
So, breaking news, NATO just declared war on Russia, according to the Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov.
Let me hear this.
Lavrov, yeah.
Working on the basis of principles enshrined in the UN Charter, taken in full comprehensively with due regard how they're interrelated, is a way of laying the groundwork for the progressive development of all states without exception, large and small.
Yeah,
Refusing to comply with the
can
Charter's
stop
principles.
watching. This is
What?
Russian saber rattling and stuff like that. How are you going to say NATO declared war on you? Did NATO say they declared war on you? Man, come on, man. The Russians do this from time to time, man. They really do.
We have Grammy-nominated singer Ray J claims that the federal government is preparing to launch a major RICO against Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner, and goes on to state the RICO is worse than Diddy's.
Really?
Ray J's a homosexual. I don't believe anything he says.
The federal RICO though on KK and Chris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Chris and Kim is about to be crazy.
What about this?
I'm talking about I'm on the news every day like yeah. Meaning like I'm gonna say a lot of shit. But
Got a little bounce, you know, you walking, your shit would be.
if anybody know Kim and cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The rain is coming. The feds is coming.
Hey, right.
The feds is coming. There's nothing I can do about it. It's worse than Diddy.
I don't know,
It's worse than Diddy.
Y'all hear this nigga, boy?
That's pretty much it.
It's worse than Diddy.
After this, yeah, because they ain't gonna say nothing to that.
Well, I'll tell you this, bro. Reggie hit it first, or supposedly hit it first. And listen, it was all a setup.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner took the content, put it out there for people to watch at a mass scale, sold it, and I mean, it worked. But to what extent? Because now, look, he's trying to put her out.
The fuck is that?
What the hell is this?
I don't know. I've never seen this one yet.
Hell no, bro.
Bro.
He's a model?
That's crazy.
That ain't no model. That's a beach play. The fuck? She looks like she could do a Hogan leg drop.
Teletubbies, bro.
Bones.
What the hell?
That's a big
Damn,
fucking
that's
woman,
crazy.
bro.
And then they're dressing like Muslim, like what do you call belly dancers? That shit on her face.
No, so god damn, bro.
What is
Are we
this
sure
supposed
these ain't trans?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yeah. Haram! They dressing like drag.
God
Yeah, this
damn.
is sad, bro.
Still.
Elephant feet.
Nigga said elephant feet, bro. Hey, that's new, man.
What the fuck, bro? Yeah, let me see comments real quick. All meat, no bone styles.
Oh, okay. So that's the whole thing.
Okay, there you go. That makes more sense now. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to the
Must
next
be.
video.
There's not much to say on that.
That hurt my eyes, bro.
Strip their funding. This is HBCU. According to TSU EDU, this is what conducting yourself in a professional and respectful manner looks like. Unreal stripped them of their funding.
So just some context here. This guy went to this campus to basically pay homage to Charlie Kirk and do his rendition here. Now, at the same time, you can see here there's a bunch of people of a certain race. And I won't say or name the race, but you can see from the video, they can be kind of valid.
Oh, looks like
Now-
your people.
Now, at the same time,
Look at that. They
there's cops here. Watch this interaction, and you tell me who's in the wrong. Let's play.
Cops ain't doing shit.
So,
Pause. Go to the beginning, please. Yeah, beginning. And then lower the volume a little bit.
Hey, you can't do that. Come on. Yo.
Pause. So they're taking his signs and running back
And then
and
he
forth.
get in his face.
He's being trolled, basically. Now watch this next part.
Okay. Bring the sign back.
I think there's a little bit.
So-
more, I think there's a little bit more to
There's a
this.
screwdriver in his hand. Bro, this is crazy, bro.
I've actually reached out to the Trump administration over this, and President Trump actually sent $100 million to the HBCUs, and I've been urging for them to like reject that and also put a halt on funding until like they can guarantee that all students feel safe, because
But
it's
that-
just a bad look for blacks. It's better off for us not to have the money than us look like we just like, you know, baboons, bro. Like this shit is not acceptable to be seen across the rest of the country, and then especially after us getting $100 million. They don't give a fuck if we give them money to fund it. They don't care if we're coming there to assist it. But if you can't have two different parties have a debate on your campus, then it needs to be shut down. That's not even a safe environment to learn, bro.
Yeah.
This is something that you wouldn't expect in a first world country.
And they brought basically weapons.
And those cops should be fired. Like, bro,
Well, hold on.
this is crazy.
Hold on. What are they gonna do? There's too many of them running back and forth doing bullshit.
We
Mind
can
you, they
arrest
should stop
people.
them.
We can definitely arrest
Yeah,
people.
I'm calling back up. Like
back
at
up
the
and
end of the
arrest
day,
people.
all that civil unrest is crazy. And
So we'll continue the video, but like it gets worse.
Screwdriver.
yeah, this
huh?
shit right here pisses me off, man. Listen.
Alright, we're gonna do like a little end live pre-game or post-game situation here. We have 500 people watching.
We've got 500 right here watching.
Look. Whoa. This is insane. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Hey, you're pretty close. Now.
Well, I think the Fearless tour definitely made an impact.
Yeah,
on our
yeah.
system.
Yeah. Jumping out.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw
Arrest
something in our
them.
car?
Right now. They just tried to hit the car. My gosh.
I think Horace is still out there trying to make sure the car is safe. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, officers.
Wow.
No, they threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top. Yeah, we got this all live. I'm posting this
they threw
directly
something in
after
there.
so everyone can see exactly
Holy
shit.
shit.
Oh my
Pause.
gosh.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know when they say that road down there, don't go all the way down there. It's the hood. This feels like the hood right now. This is a campus, but it's like the hood. This is crazy, bro. You know the worst part is just a debate table. That's all it really is. A debate table. No violence, no bullshit, just a table.
And bro, for them to do this after the murder of Kirk, not to even give them enough respect, they don't even know if them kids could be Kirk family, part of Turning Point USA, trying to keep his legacy. To not give it 2 seconds to think, okay, nigga died behind this. Let's at least show them that we different. Bro, we've reached a crazy point in this country where it's acceptable to be demonic. And the main reason that is because for years, almost a decade straight, they've convinced these people that they're the good guys. They think they're truly driving off evil off the campus. These niggas are literally representing evil. It's at the point, bro, I support police having rubber bullets and start gunning these kids the fuck down. Because this shit has gotten too far that we have to start responding with pain.
But Dom,
They only understand is force, right?
At this point,
Yeah.
you cannot do anything else.
2 words for you: black fatigue. They're fed up, bro. They're fed up. All y'all niggas, conservative, get out. They're fed up.
Yeah.
And this is actually, you know, it's funny. This is the point of where you can see black people, especially, they want reparations. They want things given to them. But with this behavior,
You're not getting shit.
Why should they get it?
No.
Why would you get it? And I'm like, bro, you guys want stuff to given to you? Cool. But this makes me not want to give it to you. If I'm going to give you something with this behavior, why would I?
Only thing they need with this behavior is an ass whooping.
Yes, literally, they need
That's
force.
the only thing they need with this
It
behavior.
has to be
but
force.
You know what?
Doug.
It all comes down to that, doesn't it? Because I can guarantee you most of those fucking people did not have fathers in their lives, didn't have someone to whoop their ass to tell them the difference between right and wrong.
Yeah.
And this is the end result right here. Because here's the problem. Most people are looking at this, at least most white people are looking at this, and they start thinking everyone's like this.
Hell yeah.
But that's not the point, because you have someone with a strong family here, someone with a strong family here. They are successful. But this is right. They're products of their environment, but at this point, they're kind of like the enemy. Sorry you didn't have a fucking father in your life. Sorry you don't know your daddy's name. That ain't my fault. But at the end of the day, this shit needs to get cleaned up. Something needs to be done. Either these women need to start fucking closing their fucking legs, or maybe the kids who get welfare from the welfare queens, the kids need to go to military school on the weekends to get some male supervision in their lives, so they get some discipline, so we don't have this shit right now. Because this generation right here, this is the result of the crack cocaine men getting locked up in the 80s right here. This is the end result of the CIA doing that, and now all of us are fucking paying for it. Because no one here likes the hards.
And saddest thing about this that a lot of these kids don't know, their future employers are looking at this and saying, is this what I get if I hire a nigga from the HBCU? Well, I'd rather hire someone from a white school. At least he ain't gonna be out here acting like this.
Tell him, Dom.
This shit hurts your image. Like, bro, as an employer, I throw paperwork in the trash from HBCU over Ivy League because I feel like, man, I don't want him to bring that blackness to him. I need you to be able to work with a Hispanic. I need you to be able to work with an Asian and a white. But some of these HBCUs, they manipulate people into thinking it's all black everything from start to finish. It can't be your entire identity.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with HBCUs. They try to make your blackness a part of your identity. Niggas ain't trying to hire that. They're trying to hire for skill set.
So you're talking about the frauds from the FBA and guys like Tariq Nasheed.
Yeah, definitely. It's the identity. It shouldn't be your identity.
Doesn't he have like white people in his family?
I don't know too much.
I think he's married to a what? Is it?
Yeah, like a white woman, from what I understand.
Or she's fair skinned, but she looks kind of like.
Yeah, so this grifting, fucking. Okay, I just stopped.
So Florida man tests open law carry at Walmart with police just feet away. So there's a new law basically where you can carry your gun in open, kind of like Texas, right? But here's the problem: Florida people are crazy. Like, not just crazy, they're psycho. So I'm just worried because we've seen Only and Dade, we've seen certain pages post random clips from Florida, but to see people open carry in public, step on their shoes, you get them mad, bro, that's gonna be chaos, bro. And I think if I'm right on the money here, they want chaos to happen because they know you give people too much freedom, they're gonna fuck it up.
Do you
This
think
is
that
better than having no guns, because when you have no guns, the government fucking takes your rights. They start shoving shit down your throat. In the UK, they arrest people for tweets because they don't have guns.
100%.
In other countries, they arrest people because they have no way to protect themselves. So yes, this is bad. No, 100%. Something probably will happen. No doubt. Something probably will happen, no doubt. But the alternative is even worse. So Charlie Kirk, he fucking even said that, you know, sometimes you're going to have a couple gun deaths and you're going to have to put up with it. Unfortunately, he became one of the victims of it. But at the same point, it's a necessary evil because it protects a lot more.
Well, no, I'm not saying get rid of guns. I'm just saying guns are needed. But putting on open display like that, you got to have egos, people's feelings,
I'm not
emotions.
sure why he needs an AR-15, though.
now? Do you think you'll see that much in Miami? I don't think I'll see many dudes doing it down here.
Bro, I promise you, them niggas that want to look cool and tough will be wearing that
What
shit.
you say, Bill? Oh shit!
Bro,
Okay, so down here, yeah, I ain't think the gun culture was
today,
like that
right,
here.
I bought my watch today, right, at a jeweler.
Yeah.
There was niggas in downtown with guns. I'm like,
Oh shit!
He's
Okay.
like, yeah, bro. Just so you know, you didn't know it's open carry.
I didn't know
like,
they was
what?
already doing it. All right,
Bro.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
And these are not regular guns. These are like big guns, bro. I'm like, whoa. They're not security. They're not detail. They're just regular niggas with guns.
Oh man, that's crazy. I didn't know
So
it was like
wait
that.
till shit is a fan, bro. This is not gonna be good, bro. Not good at all.
Damn, man.
And then it can say no guns.
Yeah.
So, this is very dangerous, fellas. Very dangerous.
They have assault rifles out here. That's too much.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it for the clip for today. Any chat spills?
For the first time ever.
pretty late.
Oh, the late. Yeah.
All right. It is late. All right.
Let's wrap it up.
We'll do last thoughts. Dom, take us away.
Just good show, man. I don't have many thoughts for today, man. Yeah, nice watch, dude. You need to show you watch, bro.
Thanks.
What
man.
type?
Yeah, so I had this before. So funny story, right? This watch I had before.
Oh yeah, the brown. Yeah,
I
okay.
get random urges. Pause. So just like do shit. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sell this watch. I sold it and I was like,
Got a
all right,
bet.
pay off credit card, do some cool stuff. I didn't have a watch for a while. I was like, I feel naked right now. I need a watch.
Said the
Shut up, Bills. It was like a month. I was like, bro, I need a watch. Luckily, called my boy Neil from TBT. He had the watch shipped here in a day. I got it back. But you know the issue?
He sent back for it.
No, the issue was that like I spent more getting it back.
Oh man, damn.
That's simping, bro.
But hold on, it's gonna go up.
Okay,
So either way,
How much more you spend?
don't worry about it. Either way,
it's a W.
we got the watch back, so we're good. But at the same time, man, I'm gonna hide my watch for now.
Bought the house. Bills, he bought the house back with higher rates.
It's fine. It's fine.
Inflation, baby.
I want to watch.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Chocolate
you pay
face.
for what you want in life, man.
So Dom, what's up with you, bro? Where can I find you?
Nothing much. You find me on Twitch, DOM_LUCRE.
All right, Gary.
Yeah, man. Listen, as I keep
6.3.
telling you people, man. Yeah, I'm gonna change the way people think on this planet, and there's not a goddamn thing anyone can do to stop me, because I already fucking planted the seeds to so many people around the world, and that's why I can go to sleep at night knowing no matter what happens, I've already instilled my will on this planet, and I didn't need billions to do it. I didn't need a fucking bodybuilding physique. I didn't need some fucking makeup crypto scam. I did it with my mouthpiece and just being who the fuck I am. That's it.
Well said. And guys, follow us on the podcast channel on YouTube, Verified Podcast. It's not run by me, but by Garry. And
Didn't I tell you people who are on my 256,000 YouTube to actually follow this account? What the?
Well, we hit 2.3K. We need 10K subs on this channel. This is the new frontier for YouTube. And of course, content every week, Tuesday, Thursday, 10 p.m. 11 p.m. All right. That's it for us, folks. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.